Okay, for the last time, major spoiler warning. So, Jessica was the killer with the Google security guy. Oh, and Carl, the coffee shop guy. Alrighty then. I'm not spoiling the whole film, but let's be honest. The whole point is to build up to the reveal, and it was out there. It's out there. So, what's the good and bad of the whole film? Well, we do get a good story with Sydney getting a happy ending. We do see her with a nice, tranquil domestic life. And Gail comes in with that really hilarious entrance where she runs over one of the Ghostface. Miracle, she didn't hit a innocent person, but hey, it's the Scream universe. We get it. Also, yeah, I like how the police, again, just don't seem to be very competent or even interested in obeying procedure, but, it's Scream. So, yeah, Gail was fine. Sydney was fine. The daughter started out pretty good, but then she got so annoying and so, again, the character was super hyper paranoid at just the right moments where a lot of people were like the reveal with Jessica was really the worst, but I would argue when the daughter hits the boyfriend with the laptop, first knocking him out, that was just stupid, and then runs away into Ghostface and is like, oh no, you want Ghostface? This is Ghostface right here. Oh, and then it gets even worse when the boyfriend gets killed, and she's like, yeah, she reacts, but you'd think, wow, you're losing all your friends and your boyfriend. Maybe this is going to really, really, not really. So, yeah. I'm hoping this is the reshoots because it does seem like scenes don't really connect the way they should. And I'm not a super stickler, but because okay, to be fair to the good stuff, okay, the basic structure could be good, but it starts veering off the charts after not even the first act. I think a little bit after the first act when quote AI Stu reappears, threatens Sydney, threatens the daughter. Okay, we get the real story going. Okay, fine. But then the initial thing just starts to collapse. So Ghostface manages to get into the house, like the trailer show, through the attic. So they did checking everything except the attic for reasons. And then we get the panic room where Sydney and is totally safe in the panic room, but decides to leave the panic room. So, yeah. But again, it does have a lot of power and energy at the beginning, past the first act. But then after a while, you're like, okay, you're going to know Sydney's safe, which is what turns out to be the case for the whole movie. So investment in Sydney is going to start dropping off. And their decision is to make up with it by having everyone else be in danger, except Gail, who Gail just disappears. She's just gone. She just is not here. Okay, so she's just safe by being absent. But the twins possibly are in danger. But and I'm harping on the negative. We'll get to the positive. Okay, so there was one scene where, again, I want to spoil everything, where one of the twins is attacked. It's actually given away in the trailer, but not going to go there. And I wondered, like, wait, how or why would the Ghostface let them live when they're still vulnerable? And it's like, oh, okay, because Ghostface was busy killing Lucas and the other people and put a lot of time and effort on that one. So, okay. Now, the Michael Myers style is a little bit, even for Ghostface, really out of character. I mean, the amount of super strength with this Ghostface is out there. And it's really hilarious how the Ghostface is able to go toe-to-toe with Mark, who's really tall, and they're just trading blows, and he's just able to just knock Joel like several feet away, but then is vulnerable to being kicked in the head. So, yeah, not a lot of consistency with the powers or super strength or speed. But that's been a problem with Scream for a while, that generically when somebody puts on the robe and mask, they're all generically 5'9", 5'10", and, Spider-Man for a while, and then they're not Spider-Man at the right time. Alrighty then. So is this total trash? No, no, there was a lot of good stuff. The music was really strong, especially at the beginning. The beginning kill was, even though they gave it away in the trailer, I was like, wow, this was really effective. A lot of people think it went on too long. No, I thought it went just the right amount of time, and it promised a lot of intensity and brutality. Okay, that part was true, but it, like, how's the symbolism connected? So they're burning the house to set up what, fear of Stu? To give credibility, saying, I'm back. I decided to burn the house, Sydney. Why? She's not in California. So it just seems that I'm guess working. There were problems with the script and reshoots and said, oh, yeah, we'll do it in California. No, we can't afford that. We're going to Indiana. Oh, okay. But they already did the scene. So I was like, all right, well, let's just fit it in. So Matthew was great. He is terrifying as AI Stu. But AI Stu just really acts a little bit out of character. Like, for one thing, it's monotonic. He's always like, I'm right here, Sydney. I'm right here. Go here now. And your daughter's nearby. So, yeah, they really do degenerate the daughter into, well, I'll say it. If you know Buffy the Vampire Slayer, you'll get the reference to Dawn. They make her just Dawn in season 5. Like, she's just a big puppet and say, hey, this is your family member. She's in danger. You better get here now. And that just got really tired. It also doesn't fit Stu. Like, some of his snarkiness and him cursing back at Gail and Sydney would make sense. But yeah, the line of dialogue didn't really fit Stu. And again, people are like, this is Kevin. See, the thing is, people don't study. Kevin did the original script, but they transformed that a lot. And remember, Kevin, like, Stu's only in the first films, but so there's just something that wasn't matching up. Like, the way Sydney's written, for the most part, made sense with her character. So it did sound like what Sydney would say, for the most part. But with Stu and the other characters, it didn't really line up, especially the final, which I'm going to give praise to, the final AI models with this, like, rogue gallery with Roman, Dewey. Yes, Stu again. Again, the dialogue was not that strong or effective, but it was fine. It was meant to unnerve Sydney, and it was a clever trick. And using the Ghostface voice was effective in places. I wish we had more of the Ghostface voice. I just don't know why they didn't use it more. So the AI, in principle, was not as bad as people said it was, but now that you put it in there, you think they should really use it to the max. Right? Have someone impersonate the daughter. Have someone impersonate the husband. But no, I guess the AI model, they just built Stu's, and it's not really plausible for an AI model to be that dynamic. That's just ridiculous. I mean, just make him an android, make him a Terminator, but whatever. So, yeah, some effective scenes, some good kills, great music, but so good on Marco, delivered the goods there, and it definitely looked right. I mean, they spent $45 million, so it does look like they spent the proper amount. But then at the same time, you can see where the budget was slacking. Like, even when the kills were very clever, like with Grace McKenna and a few other people, it's like, this could have been done a lot better with a lot more creativity. Instead, it was much more by the numbers than you'd expect. So that was sad. That was sad. So did we get a great ending with this? No. The happy ending wasn't really earned because Sydney was just so tough and stoic for most of the film. So there was nowhere for her to go. It's just that her and the daughter they healed all their wounds. All the trauma's gone. Right? They're back together. So is Sydney and Gail. They were never close friends. Now they're close friends. So it just felt like a lot of fan fiction. And I swear to you, straight out, there are scenes in dialogue where they are saying, we need you, Sydney. You are the franchise. You're amazings. And Neva's like, yes, I am amazings. It's like, it was a little bit too much. Again, yes, it's Scream, it's meta. And some stuff was funny. Putting aside the politics, they say, yeah, you were missing in New York. What happened? It's sort of like, Oh, so I'll give it this. This is probably one of the funniest Screams by far. It probably is going to rival Scream 1 and 2. It's just so hilarious. So you can definitely see touches of Kevin and parts of the dialogue, but it was just too few times. Like there were just too many times. It was just the dialogue was slacking. It didn't fit the characters exactly. It felt very robotic. Like you were just replacing people. They were just interchangeable, and the usual problems with Scream, but here are magnified. Like the way the FBI or the police would work. It's just they're too slow, or they're just magically nowhere to be found. Even the callbacks didn't match up. Like they did a curfew, but how is the curfew enforced? It's left very vague. And you'd think with endless, and I mean endless phones now to use just to call for help, phones are not utilized that much. So yeah, it was just frustrating. And the fake outs were too easy to spot. Like I knew the boyfriend was not, they weren't going to do Billy Loomis again. So yeah, they were stuck. They were stuck. It just seems they had a weak script. They rushed this in because they just want to get away from the controversy, and they're leaning in on it in a few places, but it's not helping. And it's a bold decision. Like give away Jessica at the beginning. It's a bold decision, and you can do that. You can have a villain be off camera and be very imposing and intimidating, but you have to do things to still keep the threat level powerful. I often compare this to Phantom Menace. You can keep the main villain off camera or off screen, but you need somebody like Darth Maul, like something that, or Grievous, something that's very effective, very evil, and very powerful that would make up for it. And they didn't. And they could have done just easy things. Just have AI Stu in the Scream costume, like killing people and verify the killing. Like just do things to be like, okay, this is serious. This is not a game. This guy is back. But they always just leave it like, oh, is it really him? Maybe it's him. Maybe like they're debating the AI in the film itself. So it's like they're just treating it as like a joke. Like it literally just becomes a joke. It's like, what, are you stupid? We all know Stu's dead. I'm not even going to do like the rage of the Stu fans, but because I was reading a good review, I didn't even think about it. It's like they are literally making fun of Stu fans at the end. And I'm like, really? Like it just felt so tonally, it just weird and at war with itself. And it didn't even have a large, good message or theme that Scream always has. Like you're going to be hunting for themes in this one, like good or bad, toxic fandom, right? Hollywood remakes are bad. Okay, in the other films. Here it's just like they got angry that Sydney was not in New York. Got it. Like Scary Movie, I'm not joking with you. The trailer had a better joke than Scream 7 on this. So there we are. So 5.5 out of 10. It's not complete garbage, but woof, it is a real drop off in quality, like a massive drop off. It's really sad. It's really sad.